Welcome to Franchise Marketing Radio, brought to you by SeoSamba. Comprehensive high-performing marketing solutions for mature and emerging franchise brands. To supercharge your franchise marketing, go to SeoSamba.com. That's SeoSamba.com.
Lee Cantor here, another episode of Franchise Marketing Radio, and this is going to be a fun one. Today we have with us Matt McCollum with BODYBAR Pilates. Welcome, Matt.
Hi, Lee. How are you today?
I am doing great. I'm excited to learn what you're up to. Tell us a little bit about BODYBAR Pilates. How you serving folks?
Yeah, absolutely. So BODYBAR Pilates offers a modern take on reformer Pilates in an environment that really is built around building strong communities filled with members that love, respect, encourage, and motivate one another to be strong, healthy, happy human beings. And we're often referred to as your favorite happy hour. It's that kind of workout where you're getting a great workout, but you're also getting to spend time with those people that you enjoy doing life with. And that's what we're all about, is just building communities and helping people become the best versions of themselves.
Now, specifically, can you tell us about the BODYBAR Pilates workout? What is that like?
Yeah, so we offer 40 to 50-minute reformer Pilates workouts. And if you've never been on a reformer, it's somewhat like a modern-day torture device, but it does all the best things. It's all about building strength, increasing flexibility, improving posture, boosting overall health. Now, what we do high-intensity version of Pilates. So it's still a very low-impact, full-body workout. It's something you can do from age of 13 all the way up to 113 if you want to. And it's all built around making sure that your body is able to move the way it's meant to move and really increasing the longevity of your quality of life.
And then, so like, is the workout 30 minutes, 45, 60, or it varies? There's different classes, or is it always the same class and just the kind of the intensity is different?
Yeah, great question. So it's a 40 to 50 minute workout every time. Most workouts are 50 minutes. Our express workouts are 40 minutes. We have various routines, but I can tell you our base model is called the reformer class. And if you've done a reformer class and you did the same reformer class the next day and the next day, it's always different. Our instructors have creativity to always be changing up how we fatigue the muscles so that we can get a different part of the body that's really focused on every single exercise. I've done, dozens and dozens of classes, and I've never repeated the same class. And none of our clients do either. And that's what they love about it. They can come and take the same format of class, but it's always different. It's always changing. And it's always improving different parts of their physical health.
And it's full body?
Full body, yes, sir. We do have some classes that focus on, like we have abs and arms, which is focus on abs and arms. We have lower body burn that focuses just on lower body. But the majority of our class formats work the total body.
Now, is the vibe in the room, is it like, blasting music? Is it kind of meditative music? What is kind of the vibe in the room?
It's very contemporary. We have pop music going, and we'll have different playlists. Yesterday, we did a Tejano playlist that clients just loved and really got into. We do, different types of music. So that definitely helps set the mood. But we're not blaring it. We're not blasting it. People need to be able to hear their cues and know what's going on in class. I would say it's really kind of like going to, your favorite kind of happy hour spot where you've kind of got some background noise, but you're really kind of focusing on yourself and talking to your friends. It's just a very fun, comfortable environment.
And then how many people can participate in a class?
So we have 14 reformers, so we can have up to 14 people per class at a time.
And then, so what happens, like you said, it becomes a community. So people are taking the class with their friends, and they can interact with each other, like, oh, this is hard, or this is fun, and then they, hire the kids, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always fun when you've got a class full of friends that are bantering and, maybe chiding the instructor under their breath a little bit. But yeah, our whole model is built around building communities, so much so that we even build out a lobby where people are able to gather and visit before class, get to know each other after class. And so then when they enter the class, they are, they're friends. They're just working out together. They're pushing each other. They're helping each other become better individuals. And Yeah, you'll hear people chit chatting about how hard the workout is, or saying, hey, you can go a little bit harder. I know you're trying to get that bikini body, you're trying to get that golf swing in full force. So it's really fun.
Now, when you're in this kind of boutique fitness space, are you attracting clients that are people who are familiar with Pilates and are just like, hey, this is a different kind of Pilates that maybe I'll enjoy? Or are you getting the person that doesn't know anything about Pilates, doesn't know who the guy is, the history of it, none of that, and they're just like, oh, this is a great workout? Do you get people that have never done fitness and say, hey, let me try this. I know I got to do something. Like, how do you kind of attract people to these kind of specialty boutique fitness?
Yeah, Lee, it's a mix of all of those things. I've seen classes where we've had a fitness enthusiast that's done Pilates for 30 years on a reformer next to somebody that is, a working mom that's let their fitness go, that's trying to regroup, to somebody that's, 8 months pregnant, to, a gentleman that's, midlife that's just trying to improve his flexibility so that he can get on the floor and play with his grandkids. It's all across the board. And that's what's so great about reformer Pilates. It's a low intensity, full body workout that just helps you build the strength and the flexibility you need to live just the best life possible for as long as possible. It improves posture, everything. So we find these folks through, word of mouth. When people come and take a class, they can't wait to tell their friends, that was the most amazing thing I've ever done. You've got to come with me. We do it through social media and helping people understand the brand. One thing that I'll tell you, Pilates has been around for over 100 years, but it's really only come into focus to the masses in the last decade or so, to the scale that it is moving towards. And there's way more demand for great reformer Pilates than there is supply. And so that's part of our mission, is to build body bars all across the country and eventually across the world, to increase supply so that individuals can, have a great workout, a great experience, do it with their friends and their family, but then just live better quality of life for a longer period of time.
Now, do you find that the fitness consumer is a different kind of person today than maybe 20 years ago? It seems like there's so many kind of choices for the person who wants to get fit. And are they buying one thing and saying, this is my solution? Or are they saying, I have a portfolio of activities that I enjoy, and BODYBAR might be one of them, but a spin class might be another, or, some sort of a boot camp might be something else? Like, are they kind of have a menu of items that they're cycling between, or they just kind of go all in one kind of type of fitness?
And I love that question, Lee. We are definitely seeing a different consumer today than we saw 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. No two people are alike. You have some people that they want to have their gym membership, their spin membership, their Pilates membership, and they just figure out where they want to go based on that day. We're definitely, in the generation of, one size does not fit all. The big boxes just can't serve the clients today. People want to work out the way they want to work out when they want to work out. And we've really seen that. What's great about reformer Pilates and the BODYBAR method of Pilates, and we hear this all the time, people that love Pilates or that have never done it, they'll go and take some Pilates classes, but they have to have their spin studio or their boot camp, because Pilates is great for building strength and flexibility, but they'll tell us, I'm just not getting the cardio that I need out of it. So I've got to do a 50-minute Pilates class, and then I've got to go and spin on a bike for 45 minutes. But what we've done is we've combined strength and cardio in one amazing workout. And that's what BODYBAR is all about. We want to get your heart rate up, intensify the workout so that when you're done, you don't have to go and spend 45 minutes on a bike or go do a boot camp or play basketball or tennis or whatever it is. You can, and we have clients that will do that. But for the most part, we've had people tell us, hey, I was able to cancel this and cancel that because this just meets all the things that I'm looking for.
So now, what is the kind of the backstory of the brand? Did it start out as just kind of, hey, I got this idea of a way to kind of refresh Pilates, and then it was started as one location, or was it built to be a franchise from the beginning?
It was not built to be a franchise from the beginning. The founders were Steve and Lori Gatlin, and Lori had spent her career in fitness sales. And they came up with an amazing concept. My wife, Camille, and I were actually customers. We went and took a class. My wife took a class first, and she called me, and she was training for a marathon, was in amazing shape. I've been a college athlete, and she called me and said, "Hey, I've got to go down some stairs, and my legs are shaking so much. If I fall, nobody's going to know, and I'm going to die." So we knew the workout was amazing. And when they started to franchise the business, we were interested, and we decided to become a franchisee of the brand. We were the first franchisee to come into the brand. And we learned really quickly that the founders, great people, but they shouldn't have gotten into franchising. They didn't have the infrastructure. They didn't really know what a franchise meant and how to run one. My wife and I ran our studio. We grew it. We did it on our own and sort of, built the model. And when we went to the Gatlins, and said, "Hey, I think it's best if we just break away and do our own thing," they asked us if we wanted to come in and take over the franchising business. And so I've run startups. I was a master franchisee for another brand. So we did a year-long case study, business development or business plan review, and met all the players that we could, understood everything we could about the market. And what we really realized is that, reformer Pilates, there's just, like I said earlier, there's so much more demand than supply. There's definitely room for a number two mover in the space. And so we jumped at it. And, since we came on and took over running the brand in 2019, even through the pandemic, we've grown from 3 locations to 23 sold. We'll have 7-8 open by the end of next month. And really our focus now is to empower entrepreneurs to bring your favorite happy hour to your local community and just build those micro communities where people just, love coming to class. They love seeing their friends and they love getting a great workout.
So now what does that kind of ideal franchisee look like in your mind? Is it the person that's adding to their portfolio of fitness concepts that they already run, or maybe they have complementary businesses that they're just adding this to the mix because they're already serving a similar client?
Yeah, so we do have an owner operator and an absentee model. It can go both ways. We have a strong support team. We really look for somebody that's got more of a pioneer mindset with an interest in fitness. We are a micro emerging brand with, sky's the limit. So, folks that want to come in and see this as an investment opportunity, they're going to recognize with a smaller footprint that we've got today means they're going to be able to carve out a larger piece of the market. We hear a lot of our candidates that come to our discovery days that, they looked at brand XYZ, but the territory they wanted wasn't available. We're wide open across the U.S. and, we're seeing great pre-sale activities with our current franchisees where they're opening their studios at or very near cash flow from the day one. And so our support, is going to come in. And if you're an owner operator or you're absentee, many of our franchisees, they have other jobs. And so we help them with hiring their studio manager, their sales associates, make sure they've got the right people in place, because you and I both know this, Lee, people are everything. You've got to have the right people on the team to really bring your dream to fruition. That's kind of what we're seeing right now.
But especially when you're talking about people, especially if one of your brand promises is community.
100%. Yes. You got to have the right people that are empathetic, that are going to, want to build community. You really got to have the desire to go out and get to know your people by name. And, I always think back, BODYBAR, we really play on the bar theme a lot. It's your favorite happy hour. I think about the TV show Cheers, which I loved watching when I was growing up. Like, this is a place where everybody should know your name. And that's what our mantra is for our team members.
So now when you're working with somebody and they're going about the hiring, how do you kind of coach them up to choose wisely when it comes to their personnel?
Yeah, so we look for people when we're hiring and we're coaching our franchise partners to hire. We're looking for people that have background in the fitness industry. Ideally, they've opened a location, they've gone through a pre-sale activity before, but then they have that extra quality of empatheticness. They're able to be empathetic to understanding the concerns of their clients and make good decisions regarding how they interact with those clients. We actually, Camille, our COO, will actually do final interviews with our franchise partners if they'd like her to, just so that we can make sure that we're helping them dial in on the right type of individual to really lead their studio.
And then, so right now the pedal's to the ground and you're looking for those pioneers because, like you said, there's an opportunity for them to really kind of take over a territory at this stage because the country's wide open.
100%. Yeah. We are, so far we're open, or we have locations sold in 6 states. Our first out-of-state location to open was Georgia, in Alpharetta, Georgia. But even in our Atlanta suburb markets, we have open territories. So yeah, we are growing everywhere. We've got heavy interest all over the U.S., registered in most states. Yeah, we're open for business and excited about just the coming out of COVID, the trend. We're seeing a lot of interest in investing in the fitness space and folks ready to get back out and get back in the community and get healthy again.
Right. I agree. I think there's pent-up demand for people who want to interact with other human beings face-to-face that they had not been able to do for quite some time.
Yes, sir. So
now if somebody wants to learn more, what's the website?
They can go to BODYBARPilates.com, and that's BODYBAR Pilates.com. And there's a plethora of information on there. They can also email me directly, Matt@BODYBARPilates.com, if they'd like to learn more.
Good stuff. Well, Matt, thank you so much for sharing your story today. You're doing important work, and we appreciate you.
Lee, I thank you very much and appreciate what you guys are doing as well.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We'll see you all next time on Franchise Marketing Radio.